on the last episode of Urban Myth Dissolution Centre. Elf over here? Imagine if something like this showed up in my room. If it's got a physical form, you can kick its ass. Listen, Azami, I really need your help. More or less, he was gone before I knew it. Oblivion's here, my name is Shader, and welcome back to Urban Myth Dissolution Centre. Let's explore. Observe. Tons of books and trinkets on the shelves. Online shopping boxes piled up to the top. Observe. We can see the billboards on the buildings across the street, 4th floor here. Take a peek. Boxes of clothing and luggage, not much space. Maybe room for one person? This door. Observe. A regular, everyday, mundane door. Lock and chain, fully functional. Observe. This is the unit bathroom. Sup. About the investigation. Jasmine, how do you usually go about investigating on site? Usually. Ask those who encountered anomalies about what they saw and things like that. Enough leads and you start to see how the rough shape of the urban myth. Shape of the urban myth? Who saw what, when and how and all that. You start to get what the urban myth is about. Huh. And then you suddenly get a call from the boss man. Guess it's because of his see all vision or whatever, yeah? Wow. With that vision, watching everywhere I go. You okay or what? Basically, you're on site, gather clues and boss man knows. So your job here is to dig up info on the case. That's all there is to it. Oh, okay. Jasmine, how long have you worked here? 6 months? Not even, actually. What exactly does the Urban Myth Dissolution Centre do? Don't know, really. We'll look into rumours. If it's paranormal related, we figure out what's up. Who would actually ask you to do this? National or local government, also universities and research organisations? This case here is probably the boss man just spotting a rumour and taking interest. Cool stuff. Good friend. I should make a note about Mio too in my journal. Mio Sato, resident of the room where the incident occurred. Mio is my... Yes! My friend from the same uni! I have dementia! Like what? A pretty university student, originally from a small town, who became friends when Mio lost her student card and I, without realizing back then, found it for her with my clairvoyance. Mio is very tired and will be annoyed if you're messy and don't put stuff back where they're supposed to be. I should write down about Eiko-san in my journal. Eiko Shizumi, who works as a job hunting consultant. She took the same uni seminar that Mio's in, which means she's... older uni friend. Yep, that's it! I don't listen to anyone! It's my first time meeting her, but since she went to the same uni, I feel like we'll get along. A graduate of Inugami University, the same school that Mio and I go to, and a hard-working big sis figure, runs a job hunting consultancy and temp staff business. When she stayed over at Mio's place and was about to sleep, Eiko-san noticed an unsettling presence. I should write about Jasmine in my journal too. My co-worker at the Urban Myth Dissolution Centre. Her impression of me seems to be... not quite disinterested? Not quite... Let me rethink this. Yeah, I wonder if she hates me. Doesn't matter, I will keep trying. Really? She hates you? Urban Myth Dissolution Centre staff member. Thanks Basically, all tasks are too much work. Says detailed aspects of investigation are not her strong suit, in charge of guiding us as I stumble through the investigations. Made it clear that her main job was driving. Probably a trusty co-worker nonetheless. Clairvoyance! Whoa! That's the girls leaving. And there's the spooky man himself. Let's do the girls leaving. Yikes! What is this? They look like legs? Touch the legs. Ew. I can't seem to actually touch it. Feels so weird. Twirly, twirly, twirl. What exactly is this shadow? Twirly, twirly, twirl. I should think about it once we have more clues. Twirly, twirly, twirl. I should note this too. Shadows seen through clairvoyance. Yay! Speaking of shadow, dun 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 dun. Hello. A ghost! Gasp! A ghost! But according to the director, my power is clairvoyance, and I'm seeing what happened in the past. So this isn't a ghost. Not a ghost. How could it not be a ghost? But if I'm seeing something, then something was here. Whoa! It's terrible. I feel like this shadow is watching me. Need to take a closer look. Shadow looks human. It's wearing something, hoodie? Discuss about haunted spirit. Eiko-san, can I ask you something? That thing you saw looked like a haunted spirit of sorts? Blurry and all, but also tangible? Wasn't it that kind of shadow? Huh? Sorry for this abrupt question. No, it's fine. I'm getting accused left and right of faking this to gain attention. I didn't think anyone would believe me. I thought so. That wasn't a trick of the light or a lie. The thing you saw, it was definitely in this room. I'm impressed. I hope you can solve this case for us. Yes! Here, a few things? Okay. We still need more clues. Yeah, seen this already. Who is the shadow at the entrance? Where did the shadow come from? Maybe you have more to say? No. Man, how are there so many more clues? Just don't rely on me, got it? I see a haunted spirit. Jasmine, I'm seeing something that looks like a haunted spirit. What are those shadows that show up with these glasses? Don't see them. No way I'd know. It's scary because their forms are fuzzy. I could see them but not touch them. Aren't most monsters and urban myths kinda that way? Bit clearer than ghosts with ridiculous goals or messages. What are these things I'm seeing? Hey, don't ask me, you figure it out. Let's think this over for a bit. What am I seeing with this clairvoyance power anyway? They look like ghosts but aren't. So weird. I'm not really helping much even if I can see things. It seems you may still need my support. I can offer the second part of my own urban myth theory, which we have to wait on earlier. Oh no! My memory of director is going self-aware! First, let's take a moment to narrow down what you really need to consider. Feels weird, but being tutored by the mere memory of our director. Then again, maybe all that intelligence is rubbing off on me. I feel smarter somehow! I'm happy for you. I mentioned this back at the center. Your clairvoyance shows you the memories of each location, a view of the past. So I'm peeking at what someone was doing there before. If so, what about that foot-like shadow I saw by the entrance? Eiko-san? Running away with Mia. Good job! Maybe this is the memory of Eiko-san running away with Mio! If so, I really can't see a tiny glimpse of past events. The gaze that Mio felt, what Eiko saw, and what I saw through my clairvoyance, they don't seem to be lying. Combining everyone's accounts and my clairvoyance might tell us something. Anomaly in the room. Think again. Let's think things over for a bit. Anomaly that occurs in old buildings, the shadow that suddenly appeared. A mysterious being that appeared very suddenly. If we only had one witness, they might simply have imagined things. But Mia also mentioned feeling watched. I have no idea what to think about, or how! In that case, let me offer some guidance. My resident director boss is talking to me again! First, let's take a moment to narrow down what you really need to consider. Suppose this shadow actually exists and acts similarly to humans. If it acts like us, I'd want to know how the shadow showed up. Let's think about that for a bit. Maybe it has a special power that arises from circumstance somewhere within the room. Maybe it has a special power that arises from circumstance somewhere within the room? Was it really so? First, we need to consider what the shadow whether the shadow actually exists or acts similarly to a human being. Maybe there's a route that leads in somewhere within the room. Yes, I should try to focus on how it got inside the room. Man or monster, that should show us what they are. Look for possible points of entry. Okay, so possible point of entry. Looks pretty standard. No space for anyone to hide here. I'm here, so might as well snap a shot. On close inspection, the toilet cover is raised. The seat is raised as well. I remember Mio being the type who was always conscious about this stuff. I should close it for now. I can't come through here because this is always locked. Mio mentioned being careful about checking her doors locked. Mio is really diligent, unlike me. I can't picture her forgetting to lock it up. I should snap a pic here too. Any secret passages? Of course not. But I can fit pretty easily, so a man could hide here too. Let's get a pic of this too, just in case. If it was a normal intruder, would they easily be able to climb up so high? I should ask what the police told them. Ask what the police said. Echo-san, can I ask you something? Did the police say anything about the intruder entering through the window? I hated the way they treated me and stopped listening midway. I think they told Mio something. Understood. Did you hear any noises from somewhere in the room? I don't think so. Oh, by the way, you've been taking pics of this place, right? Can I take a quick look to refresh my memory? Huh? Yes, of course. Thanks. She's scrutinizing each pic. Something on her mind? About this one. When did you take it? The toilet lid is raised. This might upset Mio. She's meticulous about these things. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. I'm not the one who raised the lid or the seat. Oh well. Mio, a few things? I've been thinking to find out what that shadow was. We should first figure out how it managed to sneak in. It suddenly appeared, but any idea how it got in? I don't know. Something scary happened to me before, and since then, I've been extra careful to check the door. So how could this... It was really sudden, out of thin air even. Can I ask you what happened to you before? If it's okay to ask, that is? Around 2 years ago, I think someone was kind of stalking me. That was one of the reasons I moved here. Since then, everything was okay. Until yesterday. I'm really scared. Help me, Azami! This is purely for investigative purposes, but, you know, like... Please tell me about your boyfriend, if I may ask. I don't have anyone I'd call a boyfriend, not currently. No, BF. Now. Noted. Sorry, thanks. Did the police say anything about the intruder entering through the window? I thought of the same thing and asked them, but they didn't find any evidence around the window or on the balcony. Also, we're on the 4th floor and the road in front is pretty busy. Some places are open until midnight, so they said it's unlikely. I see. Makes sense. Window entry unlikely. Noted. Good luck with your investigation. I believe in you, Azami. I got all the clues. Piece it all together. I've talked to Mio and Iko-san. And looked around the room, I think. So, getting closer to narrowing down the urban myth? Well, yeah, not like we could. About that time, though. At this stage, the boss man tends to call. Someone's phone is ringing. See? Right on cue. Huh? What? Wait, it's mine? Pick up already. Yes. Hello, this is Azami. Director Muguria here. Well done, Miss Azami. Director-san! Cut the formalities, eh? Director, or whatever, is fine. Yes. Director, son. Thanks for your efforts. The urban myth within this case is taking shape. This may be a good time to identify which one it is. Okay. How should we identify the urban myth? Countless urban myths exist in this world. I believe you've already referenced part of our center's archives. Identification. It's about finding the correct record for the urban myth that matches this case's specifics. Yes. Yeah, another of my beginner questions, but... do we even need to identify what it is? Urban myths tend to be grouped into several categories. A sizable number of them are known to stalk those who encounter them. So if this myth is one of them, Mio might still be in danger. Identification is a step towards adequate prognosis. Surely you agree? Oh, yes, I see what you mean. Without further ado, let the identification begin. Oh, cool. Thank you all for your patience. I believe you would all prefer a swift resolution, so I appreciate your kind cooperation with our identification process. Please convey to everyone what I just told you. Well, everyone, our director is here on the phone to guide us through the process. First of all, what exactly is identification? We compare various mysterious occurrences in the field to our center's records. This is to determine which urban myth matches the specifics. So identifying helps us figure out what to do next. But you don't need to hear our investigation report first. Such is the power of my vision. I am already aware of your investigation results. The director is basically an anomaly himself. Let us begin by laying out what exactly happened here. This started around Mio and Eiko-san. They both encountered a suspicious intruder, correct? That's right. This intruder that they witnessed. The first key factor is whether they really existed. Though pictures were uploaded to social media, do you really suspect they are fake pictures? That is not what this is about. People tend to think they saw things that don't exist, and get caught up in that possibility. We need to ascertain this anomaly's existence from objective facts, instead of relying solely upon their accounts. Objective facts? Mrs. Zami, I understand you have already gathered the necessary clues? With your power of clairvoyance. Yes, I think. So, Mrs. Zami, could you kindly recap the clues you found by investigating with clairvoyance? I saw a shadowy figure. I believe that's the entity that made Mio feel watched, and that Eiko-san saw. I don't know if it was a human or an anomaly, but I think something must have been present in that room. Great! Through testimonies and clues from your clairvoyance, you were able to narrow down the rumor. We were able to confirm that some entity was indeed there. Here. Cool pillar. Let us focus on what exactly the shadowy figure might have been. Mrs. Army, I believe you found some form of evidence. That said, the shadowy figure was present in Mio-san's room. Was there anything that caught your eye? You mean, other than the shadow I saw with clairvoyance? Yes, there was a clue you came across while investigating. If you were watching with your vision, you could just tell me. I might not always be around so conveniently, and this is your training day. So let me ask you, Mrs. Army, where was the evidence of the shadowy figure who supposedly appeared in Mio-san's room? The bathroom. The unit bathroom felt kind of strange. Ah, splendid. What did you feel was strange about the bathroom? Toilet. Let me guess. The toilet seat being upright. Mia's the type who closes the lid too. There's no way she'd leave the seat up. Excellent! What matters here is not the toilet seat itself, but the gender constraints it indicates. All the more as the resident has been consistent about handling the lid, which means the third presence in the room would have been male, a man, or at least someone with a ween. Who? Definitely someone with a ween. With a peenar. Doesn't necessarily mean... You know what? I'm just gonna agree with you. Yes. Semantics. Semantics matter though. What in the what? What would an open toilet lid tell you? A mysterious entity was witnessed as a shadowy figure. It took actions that were clearly divergent from the residents. The seat substantiates this. The indication that the shadowy figure was likely male. Huh? So this anomaly chose to relieve itself? You shouldn't assume what an anomaly would or wouldn't do. Some anomalies cause unscientific phenomena, while others act just like humans. Wonderful, this urban myth's traits are seeping out onto the light. Director said, are you enjoying this? Mrs. Zami, your next choice will be vital. Sure. A shadowy figure of male gender appears in your home. When exactly and from where? I remember Mio saying it appeared out of nowhere. Anomalies are tied to specific locations. There always is something about where they appear. So, Mrs. Army. Yes? Do you recall who first witnessed the anomaly? Eiko. It was Eiko-san. She saw it when they were getting ready to sleep. Yes, indeed. Mio-san's room had only one bed. So Eiko-san improvised a bed on the floor and was about to lie down. So, Mrs. Army, do you know where Eiko-san saw the male intruder? Under the bed. Under the bed, I guess. Eiko-san would have been trying to sleep just in front of the bed. Brilliant! Exactly. Eiko-san noticed the man hiding under the bed. Illuminati! Illuminati! The urban myth that matches the circumstances would be... Oh, cool. Identification! The man under the bed. It's a pretty basic name. The man under the bed! Hey, I know that one. The one with the machete or axe. Hides under your bed with his weapon of choice. Really? Yes, it's a popular urban myth. Possibly originating in the United States. Yes, I think he was holding something. An axe, might have been? Director Sam, what should we do? What could I do? Need to think of something. Yes, about that. This urban myth is difficult to guard against. Huh? Other sightings vary, an initial and only encounter, or another case where it jumped around from victim to victim. The unpredictability of its next action is what makes this anomaly so compelling. Compelling? Mio's in trouble here right now! Tell me what to do already! As I said, this one cannot be counted. So you can head back to the center for now. There's something else we'd like you to work on. Oh? What if it shows up today as well? You seem to misunderstand, Mrs. Army. The Urban Myth Dissolution Centre is an investigational organization focusing on urban myths. We are neither makeshift police nor bodyguard. That is beyond our scope. That's a terrible thing to say. I just wanted to protect Mio. Oh, it's okay, Azami. You don't have to force yourself. We understand your boundaries, so you might want to call it a day. But Eiko-san? Azami, I don't know what to do. Mio. Don't worry, my place is just one station from here. I can show up real quick if anything happens. I'll watch over Mia. Mia, listen. Yes? I'd like you to have this, at least, as a lucky charm. It's a letter. It might help you feel more at ease when you're in trouble or worried. Thank you, Azami. I'll read this later. Well, we should call it a day. Please rest well, Mia. Oh, great game. Oh, what's going on? I've rechecked the locks. Should be good. Why is this even happening? Azami, help me. Oh, I don't trust it. Phew, scared me. Just a call. Who is it? No, the bed. Careful of the bed. I don't trust the bed. Oh, hello, Eiko-san. Yes. Thank you for your help these last few days. I'm glad I wasn't alone. No. I know you're busy with work, so please. Yes, all locked. Balcony and entrance. The chain's in as well. Yes, bedtime for me. You too. No. Not again. Oh no. Mia, run. No! There you go, deep voice. Mia, run. Please, Mia, don't die. Jasmine, this doesn't look good. Looks like the anomaly struck again. Seriously? Mio call you or what? No, I can't seem to reach Mio. But I heard from Eiko-san earlier this morning. She told me Mio had a really rough time again. She'll tell me what happened when I get there, I think. What? Wait. Is this new mess that bad? Even worse. Eiko-san and Mio are being flamed on social media again. Mio's really upset about it. Not sure I get what's going on. But we should probably take a scroll, yeah? Urban myths come out of rumors, remember? Might just affect what that dude under the bed does too. Start by checking social media like before. Yes, I'll try looking around. Got a message from the boss man. So we should start from Eiko-san's account. Nice, already on it? First thing, let's check what happened to Mio and Eiko. And also, why they're being flamed again. That's it, go for it. Understood. My dear friend Mio was attacked again. I want the police to formally launch an investigation, and those of you taking the opportunity to snoop on our personal lives, get one of your own. Snooping around for personal information? Blowing up again needs to get more attention than the case itself. We should check how far these guys are digging. Also, why this photo? I don't get it either. Old photo maybe? Weird that they'd post this with all the heat. Yeah, it is weird. You call it your personal life while posting it on the internet for all to see, lol. She's been doxxed, so less to hide. Does this mean she's safe at least? I hope Mio is okay. Or as anyone went to break and enter because her address was doxed? Yeah, right. If they learned what that girl is living alone. What are the police doing? Just pilfering our taxes and running? Scary. Prana, take a deep breath. It is key to feel the flow of energy. Disturbances in the mind attract bad energy. Take care of your mind, body, and soul, everyone. Hashtag Yoga Studio Shin. What? Deep breaths. Is Eiko that A_KO? She's still pulling stunts like this? Desperate to say relevant, I guess. She's really that Eiko then. Pretty famous. What a comment though. Please excuse the sudden reply. Are you both doing okay? Please stay safe. How do you stay safe when the dude just shows up everywhere? Just make sure you always look the door. I don't know this Eiko girl. Is she famous? I don't know how much of the audio cut out. Not much though, I hope. Mid-level famous. There's so much attention on Eiko-san herself. Your glasses catch anything? Eiko is Eiko 5S, right? She had quite the following. Eiko 5S. Yeah, that's right. She was well known while using this handle. So Eiko-san used to be known as Eiko 5S. I should note that down. And I should examine it. I think I'm going to look up Eiko 5S. Eiko's former account. Yeah, it might turn up something. Go for it. Search keyword, Eiko 5S. The rest of this is kind of useless. This Eiko girl is really that Eiko 5S? I used to watch her on BooTube all the time. Used to post vids on BooTube, super active. Apparently she started some job hunting consultation agency and swapped back to Eiko, which led into her current work. Yeah, kind of faded out from posting vids. I lose interest when they do that, but some will follow their stands wherever they go. She was on TV as a college influencer. I remember seeing it. Eiko-san was even on TV? Wow. Oh yeah, she was a commentator on some info variety show. We ask Ex-charismatic influencer turned job hunt consultant CEO Eiko 5S about current recruitment trends and what skills companies are looking for. Click here for more. From some old article? Man, they're quick. I went to them for advice on job hunting. She was super nice and I learned a lot. I never thought the CEO would be Eiko 5S. Girl boss energy. Eiko 5S did all those streams solely aiming for controversy and now she's a CEO? Is it true she wanted to start controversy? Depends on the stunt. Eiko 5S had both solo videos and collabs with other streamers. Some of those really were asking for it. As a college group, they had a real kids will be kids kind of vibe. Huh? Yeah, whatever. Next! She was business smart even from high school. From what I remember, claimed some brand stole the idea from a product planned vid they got flamed. Oh, they got flamed. I met her many years ago. She was super friendly. Eiko sounds really nice to talk to. Must be really smart. And really thick skin too. Maybe there's more down here. Mio's attracting attention too, it seems. Is this someone she knows? It could be someone who knows her from her Eiko 5S days. I think I've seen her name before. I think she's this Mio Sato. Oh no, her full name? Yeah, that's pretty messed up. Mio Sato is Mio's full name. If someone posted this to social media, I'm worried that this might lead to some weird rumors. Yeah, try looking into that too. Why all the sub-posting? Maybe we'll see where the rumors came from. Maybe so. Need to find something to put out the flames. Search keyword Mio Sato. No, I'm gonna search both. Fine. Results found. Looks like this Mio's full name is confirmed Mio Sato. The info from here, uni, and other socials match up. What the hell? I wonder if this is from a uni classmate. Why post Mio's personal details? Humans. Some just rush ahead without thought for consequences. You say that like you're not human. Can include Mio's private info. What a fun clue. What could possibly be fun about exposing information about other people online? And it's not like they have something good. They have some good reason. They just do it for the sense of fulfillment. Found Mio's alt account. Bloom30. 3 is Mitsu in Japanese. Add the O for Mio. How cute. Oh, Bloom Mio. It's an alt account, the other one. For anonymously posting stuff they want to keep secret. Mio had one? This poster's going places. Bloom30. If this really is Mio's account, we should look into it. Might tell us where the rumors around her came from. Yes, we should, huh? At least to catch up on what's being said. Yes. Thing is, her name isn't that unique, so search hits may be too wide. Look for more keywords that might lead to Mio herself. I'll try. Search keyword Bloom30. No, oh crap, I'm an idiot. There we go. Really? Day in the life? It's an investigation, but you don't need to follow every stupid detail. How can people be such jerks? I hate this. She doesn't use this account anymore, does she? Wow, yeah, almost 2 years since the last post. They're not much fuel for the fire either. With a face like that, I'd be doing sugar dating too. Ooh! Wow. Flammable. Handle with care. Zammy, Mia's your friend, right? Any word from her? No. I need to see her so we can talk directly. Yeah, Mia's been doing sugar dating. What? If this is where the rumors started. I hate to do this to Mia, but we should search the word sugar dating too. Okay, let's go for it then. Totally boasting about her scores as Bloom 30. Who are these sugar dating success stories for anyway? Mia. Well, some role model figures make how-to manuals and such, so that pays the path. Bet you an ex-papa did it, lol. That reminds me. Mia mentioned being stalked before. Yeah, that's one possibility. Honestly, don't see the problem here. My friend Mommy Rin had this celeb as a sugar date. Super jelly. Lucky Mommy Chan. I've heard that you earn way more introducing babies to daddies than dating them yourself. Setting up other girls for the dirty work. Some friend you got there. I thought sugar dating was mostly an individual choice, but some people play dispatch. They say anything can be turned into a business, but this says a duo investigating urban myths. I like Aiko, be my sugar mommy. Moving on. Seconded. I don't care what you do, just pay your taxes. And how is this relevant? Totally not. Breaking news, Bloom 30 and a break-in victim had a not-so-secret past as a sugar baby. Click here for more. Looks like we've tracked down the rumor's source. You shouldn't just believe all of what's written here. But this might be related to why the anomaly appeared in the first place. Yes. I wish I could put a stop to all this. Last clue. Mia's past dug up. Zammy, what you doing? I posted myself from my own account. I had to put it out there. Please don't insult Mia without knowing anything. Give it a rest. Huh? Isn't that just fuel for the fire? I can't just sit and watch. While Mia is feeling so much pain. Guess you're the type who only learns from experience. That white knight spirit you got there is fine and all, but you should really think before you act. Wow. Up to you though. Zammy does what Zammy will. You can wrap up searching the socials. Time to prep for our on-site. Understood. Here we go. That's actually where we're going to end off there. I hope you've all enjoyed the video. Next up, we'll go up and hopefully finally finish up what's going on here with Mio. Whew. You've been Oblivion, and I've been Shader. See you next time.